This is the meta inventory build for LEGO Fortnite. Now, I'm gonna start off with a fresh inventory, and I'm gonna break down the things that you need to be carrying inside of your actual inventory box, but I'm also gonna talk to you guys about your quick bar, your offhand, and every single piece of equipment as far as your charms go in today's video. Now, I know that a lot of people will have differences and different opinions on this, but this is, in my opinion, the absolute best way to travel and move around in this game. I actually created my own LEGO Fortnite map that I'm gonna be recording videos of you guys participating and playing on. So if you guys wanna be in one of my future videos, make sure that you guys join my Discord down in the description below, because I'm giving the winners on this map a free skin of their choice. Now, the first thing that you guys need to be carrying around is probably the most basic thing in the game, and that's going to be wood. Now, I carry anywhere from 50 to 100 of these at a time, and what I found is carrying 2 full stacks is by far the best thing to travel with. This is perfect to grab staircases so you can build up to ores that you need to grab in the caves. This also helps for building beds, stairs to help navigate any aircrafts that you have, and walls to prevent enemies from getting to you while you're looting. Now, we could use the comment section to bounce around ideas on what you guys believe is the best equipment to carry around with you. However, I know that torches are an absolute must to carry around. You don't need 50 of these or 30 of these like some people carry. You typically aren't throwing these anywhere, but I do recommend 3 grapples, which gives you 90 total grapples at a time, and you could refresh these at any time that you guys are out there. 2 pickaxes, 1 of damage and 1 of luck, and I will demonstrate the trick later on in this video. 1 forest axe with max damage, and then 1 weapon of max damage. You guys know I am huge when it comes to the hunting dagger. It is by far the most overpowered weapon in the game, so I absolutely recommend carrying this exact inventory here with you when traveling, but we're not done just yet. Now, if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, I broke down the best food to carry around with you in game. A lot of these items can be made simply by telling your villagers to cook. That's going to be the fruit pie, the meat pie, the pizza pie, and then the pumpkin pie while you guys are running around. A lot of people will really use any one of these, as all of them are pretty great, but they do have their differences in health, in stamina regeneration, and in hunger regeneration. So today I'm gonna run around with the pizza pie. It's probably the 3rd best that you can carry around, but I'm gonna use that today. I definitely do not recommend using meat, corn, eggs, or anything smaller than that, because it simply doesn't benefit you enough. Now, you guys also need a flying vehicle. If you guys don't have this in LEGO Fortnite, you are absolutely at a disadvantage compared to every other player. All that you want to do is put down a dynamic foundation with 4 wood foundations in the center. That's going to hold this thing down while you attach 4 balloons onto each blue circle that's on top of the dynamic foundation. Now, again, that's not going to let it fly away just now. Once you guys have those balloons on there, add 4 to 5, maybe even 6 thrusters onto the back of this dynamic foundation. You're going to use those to push yourself forward into any direction that you guys want. And then once you guys have this, you're simply going to put a switch on top and then build staircases in any direction that you want to turn to. It is by far the most minimal build in the world to have, and it works like a charm. Simply break those middle wood foundations and you will fly up to the sky and be able to go straight from there. Now, the really nice thing about carrying the wood is it also serves purpose when it comes to refreshing your grapplers with the grappler glitch. If you guys didn't know about this, all that you want to do is drop all of your inventory next to your bed and keep your grapplers inside of your backpack. So if you have a full inventory from going around and looting and farming, all that you want to do is drop them, press the respawn button that is inside of your settings, and then press the respawn button while you have those grapples inside of your inventory. This is going to help refresh every single one of them to fully charge back up to 30, unless you're me, of course, and somehow have 2 beds that claim that they're my bed and not spawn near the one where all of my loot was at. So remember to put down a bed and then claim it as your bed. We're not going to touch our backpack yet, as we just want to pick up all of the items that we dropped. Now, all that you want to do from here is fill up your quick bar and all of your inventory spots. You could do this really quickly just by splitting every single item that is available. And once you fill up every single inventory and every single quick bar spot, when you pick up your backpack, it'll drop all of the grapplers on the floor, and you'll actually be able to see that they're all refreshed. Now, I recommend carrying 3 of these. You guys can get away with 2, but 3 is a really solid spot because you'll get 90 back at a time, and that lasts you a really long time. So we merged our items, we picked up our grapples, and now the ones that were all damaged or used now have fully charged on all 3 of them, giving me 90 new grapples. Now, I was going to dedicate an entire video to how broken the regeneration charm is in the game. It's an absolute glitch, and if you guys aren't using a 3-stack, then you guys are honestly kind of playing the game at a disadvantage, which isn't always a bad thing because some people don't want to use glitches or bugs like this to go ahead and play the game, and I don't blame them at all. However, the charm of resilience is pretty solid because it does give you better armor when it comes to fighting monsters or creatures in the game. The health charm is the worst of the epic charms. You also have the inner fire charm, which helps you in the cold temperatures, and then you have the regeneration charm. Now, the regeneration charm goes ahead and it gives you back a 1/4 of a heart every few seconds. When you stack 3 of these, you're getting nearly a full heart back every few seconds. So when you're inside of freezing temperatures or you're starving, you actually can't die because you regenerate your health much faster than any other charm in the game. Cue the traveling montage. So when it comes to using every single thing that I've told you about so far in today's video, it is by far, like I said, the best possible build that you can have in the game when it comes to traveling and getting some work done. When it comes to traveling, having this super simple aircraft is by far the best way to move around. Again, when you want to turn, you're just going to grab any stair. It could be the smaller ones, it could be the larger ones, and that'll actually curve your vehicle to a certain side or lean it. Once you break that, you now are going in a different direction. Now, this thing doesn't break when it hits small trees. It won't break when you hit the side of different mountains and things like that. So it will make you travel pretty fast in the game and is obviously much better at traveling than simply relying on your grapplers at all times during the game. Now, again, when you go into the dry biome or you go into the frost biome, having those regeneration charms is awesome because, like I said, you won't actually take any damage inside of those areas because it's always going to regenerate faster than what those damages actually do. So you do obviously have the very annoying signal over the top of your screen that says you are freezing or you are hot or you are starving. That's really annoying. However, you won't die because of these regeneration charms. The noise gets annoying. You could always mute it. However, it's by far the best way to travel and go into these different biomes without having to actually worry about your hunger, worry about the heat, worry about the cold, worry about damage from any low-tiered creatures in the game. Now, I've mentioned before how traveling away from your village actually is much better than what you guys thought. There's multiple biomes in this game when it comes to the desert biome and the snow biome, and typically when you go over the shore, you actually travel to a completely different part of your seed. These seeds seem to be completely endless, so the people that don't have much ruby, sapphire, when it comes to bright core or anything like that, you could travel to different caves around the map, potentially run into some of those loot only caves that have no creatures or monsters into them, and actually find much more success in those. So using every single item that I've showed you guys today, having a near bare inventory before you go out on your hunt is by far the best way to travel right now in this game. If you guys are doing other things, I'm definitely interested in what your guys' main build is down in the comment section below. I think comparing with each other makes this game so much more fun, and going ahead and running around with different inventory obviously shows how creative some people can be. So travel around your map, try using this, just carry the wood, the equipment, the grapples, the pizza, or the meat pies that I've told you about, and let me see exactly how you guys do when it comes to farming around.